What's good, everybody? It's your boy Rah T. Thanks for coming back to watch another episode of Recovery with Rah. This episode is a little bit of a story, and I wanted to talk about this for a little while. And it's just a part of the game, man. You know, if you're living that life, if you're living that street life, buying, selling, using drugs and stuff like that, you're pretty much rolling the dice with your freedom every single time. And you know, after doing it over and over and over, you start to become very comfortable. It becomes normal. It becomes like a everyday thing. You don't really think nothing of it. But you do get yourself caught up sometimes, and this is one of those videos to let you know to be careful, because I try to tell everybody to stay away from doing all of this stuff, but this goes for not just drugs, for any situation, down to the simplest things. See, let me pretty much break it down for you. One time, I was with my boy, me and my boy. I'm driving, and I had my boy in the passenger seat. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, we were going to cop some stuff, and we pulled up to a 7-Eleven. My man went inside, got cigarettes, got a drink, and he got a couple scratch-offs to make it look like, we're just chilling. We're not just pulling up and pulling out, make it look all sketchy. And next thing you know, I seen the person who, the dealer who I went to meet up with. And the dealer was there, and the dealer came, and the dealer was a girl, and she came with her boyfriend, and she came up to my passenger side window. And she said to me, "Hey, do you think you could give me a ride around the block to the laundromat?" I say, "Yeah, no problem. Whatever. It's all good." And thank God that she didn't just window to window, see you later. Anyway, she hops in the car. I've known her boyfriend for a little while. I don't know him like that. I just know him as her boyfriend at the time. And he gets in the car and stuff like that. So they're in the back. And now my friend, he's done with the scratches and all of that stuff. And whether he won, didn't win, I don't remember. But he's not cashing them in right now. It was just kind of to make it look like we're not just sitting there. You don't want to sit there for a long time. It looks sketchy. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much why we did that. So, they get in the car. They put everything in the back seat. And the point is to be careful who you let into your car, who you let jump in, because you don't know who these people are, what they're capable of, what they have on them, and if they're going to roll on you or not. If they're going to drop a dime on you, if something was to go down, you don't know how these people are going to act, because at the end of the day, everyone's out for themselves for the most part. You see, don't trust anyone. That's something that I live by, man. And, it's true. Unfortunately, that's the world that we live in. So anyway, they get in the car, and, I'm about to leave and start heading to where we have to go. So I put the car into reverse, and as soon as I turn my back like this, boom, a cop. I'm like, oh my God, right away, like out of nowhere. This dude came out of nowhere, and it's a parking lot. So he flew, I don't know where he came from. He must have been watching us with binoculars or something. So he comes in, and I'm like, yo, guys, there's a cop right behind me, man. I can't get out. I'm like, yo, everybody, shut up, listen, like, yo, look behind you. And everybody looks around, and they're like, oh, because there's, we're riding dirty. So the cop comes up to me, pulls me out of the car, and he says, "Listen, man, is there anything on you or in that car that's not supposed to be in that car?" I said, "Listen, officer, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't, as far as myself and the passenger, there is nothing in that car that should not be in that car. But obviously, you rolled on us. You must have saw that two people just came in the car. I'm not a mind reader. I don't know if they have things on them or not. I'm not snitching on them. I literally don't know, and I'm keeping it real with the guy." So I'm telling them, you know, maybe, maybe not. I'm not really sure. So then they pull my friend out of the car and they pull the girl out of the car. And when they pull the girl out of the car, they take a good look around. So only the boyfriend is left in the car. Now, they start to interrogate her towards the back of the car and stuff like that. They search her a little bit. And they do the same for my boy on his side of the car. You know, a second cop comes by and everything. And the boyfriend guy is just the only one left in the car. And now, you know, they search her. Everything's good. We're all clean. Stories match. Everything like that. Oh, it's a friend of mine. He's giving me a ride up to the store. I just ran into him. You know, stuff like that. And next thing you know, when the cop opens the door to let her back in, now there's a cigarette pack. There's a pack of Newports. And in that pack of Newports, there's a bunch of heroin, little bundles of heroin. There's needles. There's all sorts of paraphernalia, all sorts of drugs, all sorts of everything. And the cop knows that this didn't fall out of the girl's pocket. He's seen, you know, he took a good look. The boyfriend at the time, which I'm assuming is now this person's ex, is, you know, tried to put it there, making it look like it was hers. And, you know, she kind of flipped out and was like, yo, are you kidding me? You know that's not mine. You know, you better man up and take the charge, blah, 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 all that stuff. And, you know, the cop asked the guy, is that yours? And he just kept saying, no, it's not mine, it's not mine, it's not mine. And the cop said, listen, if one of you do not confess and take that rap, I'm impounding the car and all four of you can go to jail. That's when I stepped up and I said, listen, bro, you better fess up to that real quick, because if I get my car impounded and I get caught up behind this, I guarantee you I'm going to see you when we get into that cell, bro. Like, it's not going to look good for you. So, you know, I guess, I don't know, whatever happened, the guy decided to take the rap for it, and they cuffed him, took him off to jail. We left, and, you know, we still got what we needed, because homegirl, I guess, you know, she boofed it, and, you know, did what she hit it good, so we were able to still get ours, and she was like, oh my God, close call, this and that, and we just kept it moving. But it just goes to show you how low some people will go. They will sit there and knowing that it's theirs, they will just drop it in the car and say, oh, it's not mine. It was there, I don't know, it probably was there before I even got in. That's not mine. You know, it could be the drivers, it could be the friends, it could be somebody could have threw it in while they were walking by. You know, there's a million excuses. And these cops are not stupid. They know exactly what's up. They know what's going on. They weren't born yesterday. They've seen this a million times before. So the point of the story is you have to be very careful who you let into your car. You have to be very aware of your surroundings. And if you are going to gamble and risk this stuff, you can't get sloppy. You can't get lazy. But the best bet is to just stay away from all of it. It is not worth it. It is not worth your freedom. It is not worth your life. It's just not worth it. I mean, there's been so many close call situations. I could go through so many different stories, but maybe I'll, you know, let those stories go for another time. I just wanted to let you guys know, if you guys are copping to cope, maybe you should find another way to cope, because doing drugs, it's pretty much gonna leave you jails, death, and institutions. That's it. You know, there's no exceptions. There's no I'm an exception to the rule. There's no it won't happen to me. Yeah, you might have got away with it this time, but it's going to catch up with you. That's for sure. You know, that's just the game. It's a part of the game. Jail, death, institutions, it's all part of the game. And you got to be, you know, if you're about that life, you got to be willing to, you know, take that. That's just how it goes. And, you know, it comes to a certain point where a person hits rock bottom and says, you know what, I've had enough, and decides to change their ways. And you know, I'm doing my best, man. I cut off all the people that I needed to cut off. I no longer, you know, call those people, deleted my number, stopped talking, you know, told them to stop talking to me. I do my very best. You know, I've relapsed before, but I'm at a point in my life right now where, you know, I got my head on straight and I'm just trying to do the right thing. And that's really the best that, you know, anyone could hope for. I'm still alive. You know, I've lost many friends. This all comes with the territory, man. It all comes with the territory. Just now, if I do give anybody a ride or anything like that, it sounds crazy, but I'll go through a whole, you know, I'll ask them a bunch of questions. Yo, do you have this on you? Do you have anything you're not supposed to have on you? You're good. You're clean, right? You don't have, you know. I don't even like giving people rides or doing favors or anything like that. But if it happens, you know, sometimes being a good Samaritan could even get you caught up. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful, because at the end of the day, you do not know what the other person is going to do. You don't know the other person's intentions. So that's just a little jewel I wanted to drop for you guys, a little story. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out some of the other videos if you haven't up to date so far. And I hope to see y'all soon, man. Thanks for chilling. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe link, hit thumbs up, leave a comment, and most importantly, share. I need this information to get out to the world. I'm trying to prevent people from going down and making the same mistakes that I made. A wise man said, smart people learn from other people's mistakes instead of making the mistakes themselves. So I'll see y'all later. Peace.